All right, let's see what I have here. A couple new things. Kind of a new old thing though in this type of holographic cardstock. You've seen me use this before, but I saw this pack and it was on sale for a couple bucks off. But I thought the pack in general was fairly reasonable to begin with, but I don't know, sometimes I don't buy like a new pack of something until I'm completely done with the other one, but this one had some different colors. Okay, so anyways, I've used this type of kind of pillory holographic cardstock before, and I saw it in a Nancy Stamp's channel, Stamp Wars episode. It was on, I can't even talk, because I'm going back to that moment in the Stamp Wars episode when I saw this paper being used. Not this color right here, but it was more of like a golden one. And I thought, oh my God, where is that paper from? So they told me, and or it gave me a link or something like that. But okay, so that paper came in this really kind of light pillory type of holographic patterning like that. From the seller that was selling it before, I believe both packs were kind of, it had this type of patterning on there, but then it would have some kind of just some general other types of foils in there, like solid colors or iridescence, okay? Which I like too, but I really liked, when I'm buying those packs, those multi packs of tones, I kind of want the same type of patterning at least when it comes to something really specific like this. Okay, so enough babbling on. Let's see what we have here, because I don't even know myself. I think it came in 10 different colors or something like this. Okay, so we have the blues right here, and of course those ones really look fantastic in scenic stamping. Blue tones, this one's a little bit more of an aqua blue. It has a little bit of a greenish tinge to it. This one right here is just more straight blue. I guess it has a little bit of a greenish tinge to it because you see that green kind of patterning in there, but it's not quite so extreme as this one. You see the magentas and the oranges and maybe even a little bit of yellow, like an ochre in this one right here. This one a little bit just the cooler tones. Let's see if we have any kind of hidden tones in here. I guess it's a little bit of a warm green, right? All right, so those are the blues. This one's the gold, and this one's one that I've used before in the gold pack that was offered back then. I believe, let me see. I think these two are a little bit different in tone. This one seems a little bit more of an orangey, kind of, I won't say mustard, but it's a little bit more yellow than this one right here. This one's a little bit more of a dull yellow gold. I don't know if you can see it at that angle, but you can see the patterning is a little bit different from one to another. So the difference between these two are fairly subtle in its base color when I look at it at an angle like this, okay? But it's the holographics in there, just like that other one. It's the patterns are a little bit different in terms of what colors they, I don't know what's the term, they flash or something like that. All right. Okay, now here's another gold one. Okay, so this one's a little bit, these two are lighter, a little bit darker, and this one's a little bit more orangish, okay? A little bit darker. So here, let me see. I'll show all three of these together like this. This one's flashing a little bit more red to me, I think. Let's see, let's take a look at it on its own. Aren't these patterns kind of wild? These are the types of papers I never would have thought, to do any scenic stamping on. I mean, for years. All right, this is another one. I believe this is another one that came in that gold pack, although this one is not gold looking at all, but I believe it came in that pack. It has a little bit of a very pale pinkish tinge to it. I don't know, in just that reflection area, you can kind of see it, but It's really hard to show this in a video right here. You can see a little bit of the tones right here. But this one's just like a really pale, super pale pinkish tinge. It's like silver, but it has a little bit of that pink to it. It's really nice. More pink right here. A little bit of a deeper value of pink, and then this one's going into the red right here. So, and again, I think this red one came in that gold pack before. This one looks, I don't know. This one sure looks the same as this one to me, or does it? Like one of these two looks. No, I guess they are different here. I was gonna say this one was kind of reminding me of this one, but this one's more purple. I think it's burning out my cones or rods or whatever because everything's starting to look the same. This one right here, I guess it is a little bit more violet in tone. It's a really pale violet. Again, it's more kind of like silver. All right, now it's a real kind of mirrored surface right here. So when you start applying tone to it, I don't believe I ever got some of that printer's ink off of these onto my, I use cotton balls on it to apply pigment ink. If I'm doing that, you can stamp on these just in like a StazOn ink too. But what I'm getting at is I see a lot of like contact scrapes on this surface. Again, it is really mirrored. And, you know, of course, it's the cardstock, so I do see some scratches on it. So, but that's when I look real close, you know what I mean? When people look at a card like this, I don't think they're going to be thinking, oh my gosh, there's little like abrasions on here, like micro abrasions that you can see. So, but yeah, I don't know, just kind of expect that when you get any of these types of foils. Okay, now I don't think I have any of this tone right here. This is a real magenta colored one. That one did not come in that gold pack. Again, the gold pack was kind of filled with some other types of colors in there, like the red. But that is really dynamic right there. We'll have to think about things to do with these. I don't know. I've been using this type of paper for a while, but even when I look at this, it's like, can I use that? You have to do some blocking out of the background with the white Brilliance ink for this to work. All right, now this one's more of like it's like a violet. It seems strange, but just the base color without the holographics in there. I'm kind of holding it up so I can kind of at an angle, so I'm seeing it from a different angle that you are, but I can see this is like, believe it or not, it's like paler version of this just basic violet foil right here, but it's a beautiful color, and I don't know, it looks great with those holographics in there. Again, I used to call it kind of more like a Northern Light type of thing, but someone said, hey, you ever hear of light pillars? And it's like, no. So I looked up that term, and it's like, oh yeah, these do look more like those light pillars. It's like man-made lights going through like atmospheric mist or, you know, like fog in the sky, like at nighttime or something like that. All right, this one's really red, and I have not seen this one before. Not too many other colors in the holographic portion of it, just variations of golds and, you know, a little bit of that warm golden yellow in there. But I don't know, I look at this one, I think this would be great for like a Halloween type of scenario. You go up and down like that, it becomes more of like a sky, like a Northern Lighty type of hanging curtains, or again, the light pillars. And if you go this way, it's more like horizon light types of effects. And then if you have like a water scene where there's water down here, the area down below becomes a reflection of what's going on in the sky. You can do things where you do reflection cards too, and that type of thing, where you go this type of paper on top and you go with the reflective, either gold, maybe the gold one would look better on this one than silver, down below to reflect that area that's going on up top down in that lower mirrored section. And I have gone holographic over holographic before too. Look at that. Isn't that insane? I don't know. That one might be like kind of wild to do. Holographic over holographic, because you get all those patterns reflecting in this lower area, and these ones are reflecting back up at that. Look at that pattern like this at a kind of weird angle like that, you know. I don't know, it's really interesting. All right, let's see here. Okay, this is a little more of like a warmer red. This one's more of like a deep crimson red. Wow, isn't that insane? Same type of holographic patterning in there. With that red. Boy, that deep red. Here it is like this. Just imagine someone opening a card like this. I would just use like a quarter page or something like that. Okay, so I'm not sure if this paper is... it might be that... It might not be 8.5 by 11. It might be a little bit different. And this one right here, this one kind of looks... I don't know, this one looks similar to that first one. I don't know, I won't go through that again. This one is like a teal, aqua teal. It's pretty cool. I really like that color right there. It'd be great for like an aqua tropical scene or something like that if we did it this way, if it's not too busy. But yeah, it's like this right here. I never thought to do it vertically like this. I usually don't do vertical reflection cards, but look at that craziness going on. Boy, a deep aqua green. Beautiful. Look at that patterning in there. Oh, and it does have the different tones of reds and magenta in there just a little bit, huh? Okay, and a deeper one yet. This is a great pack right here. Like at 2 sheets of each. I mean, you know, if you're working in, you know, quarter page, you get 8 cards out of each color. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is that 8.5 by 11. It might be that kind of that 8 1/4 by like 11 1/4. I don't know. It's I forgot what size that's officially noted as. A4 or something. I can't remember. This one is a little bit of a greenish. I don't know what color that is. It's kind of like an aqua green yellow or something like that. Pretty cool though. Green right here. Okay, so I don't have any greens that I've worked with before. So these are pretty cool. Oh my gosh. That is insane. And another one. Doesn't look like they go into too deep of green. This one almost seems matte to me. All the other ones are kind of glossy. This one's a little bit more of a flatter, like a semi-gloss or something like that. It's pretty interesting. I can actually see a little bit of a patterning in there as well. I'm talking about on the surface, you know, of course we could, that looks like a peacock to me. Like the feathers, or it reminds me of that. Okay, so that is the holographic. It's 40 sheets of holographic. So that is 2 sheets of 20 different colors. Wow. And, you know, reasonable price too. Sometimes you see those holographics, they're like, I don't know, 50 cents each or $1 each or something like that. This was like, I think it was, okay, I don't remember. It might have been under $10 though. Okay, so let me show you something else that I'm kind of curious about. I've been looking for kind of alternative things to stamp on, as you know, with kind of the placemats, the wood, you know, mounted wood grain placemats, and the vintage types of stationery papers. But these are something that I'm not sure if I'm stamping on them, but I thought I could use them for something. But they are a bunch of these fall leaves, and it looks like they are in no order at all. In terms of, okay, I'm not going to pour them out on the paper right here because I don't want to scratch my paper. right off the bat. But these are these fall leaves right here. And I'm looking at them now and I'm thinking, okay, these are just kind of going to be more kind of decorative stuff that I can embellish my cards with. And just, I don't know what these are. These are probably like stickers to put on there. But when I do some cards, I can just do like, you know, like an autumn type of card, like a reflection card or something like this. I feel I can put these on the outside of the card or something like that. Or I've always mentioned that it'd be kind of cool to introduce, these aren't three-dimensional, but they are kind of thicker. We can put these like on the perimeter of our cards. You can cut it out, you know, so that it's flush with the edges as well or something like that. But these types of things like this would be kind of cool to add on in, you know, your card format. Like I said, like on the front of on the outside of a reflection card or a horizon card, it might be kind of interesting. And I guess you can stamp some things in here if you wanted to, but you know, it's kind of small, like a one stamp type of thing, and then kind of finish it off. I'm not sure what type of inks this will take. It's fairly glossy and sealed, so if you did stamp something on here, it might be like a, you know, I'd probably stamp something like deciduous type of thing on there, not like evergreens on there, but that would stand out against that background like that. And you can kind of use these, you know, on something, or you can do something where, another thing that would be kind of cool is if you just took like some alphabet stamp and you like stamped like fall or something like that, or FALL, you know what I mean? On some of these leaves on the outside of a card, and you open the card to reveal the interior or something like that. That might be kind of interesting. Or these can go on the interior of a card too, I guess, and you can put some of these in there, you know, with some lettering. You can write some lettering around it or something like that. I don't know, kind of just thinking out loud here, but I don't know. I look forward to using some of these types of things like this. It's kind of going a lot bigger than something like the three-dimensional crushed glass, or you know, some of the glitters that I've been using. You know, we're getting into some pretty big design elements here, but I have been doing some things that are, you know, like half-page types of scenes lately. So I don't know. We'll see what these types of leaves, what kind of ideas we can come up with for these. But I don't know. I just saw them and I thought, you know what, those might be kind of cool. And I don't know. It got the gears kind of turning. All right. So anyways, thanks for checking it out, and look forward to using these materials.